And it's Friday, everyone, the happy day. Everyone comes to me on Friday and say, happy Friday. I was like, oh yeah, happy Friday. I don't know what that means because it feels like that everyone is waiting for Friday and not actually enjoying the moments through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. People are always trying to get to the Friday. So don't be that person, all right? Don't be that person because you need to enjoy every moment of your life. Therefore, you need to be present. And if you're thinking, oh, tomorrow is Tuesday and then Wednesday and then the week's nearly finishing, you're not actually enjoying the life. You're just trying to take the problems you have out of that moment and see a escape from that. Humans don't like responsibility. And I can tell you this because this is nature, all right? This is nature, this is man. I mean, man in a word of human, all right? So humans don't like responsibility, therefore this comes into trading as well. I know it's a bit of a crazy start to the video, right? Different video, but I want to bring a concept here that responsibility has, when you press the sell or the buy button, this is a responsibility. You have a responsibility for the trading. You're responsible to take the act of buying or longing or shorting it, a currency, stock, a index, whatever. So make sure that you are responsible for your act. It's not the indicator that it was wrong. It's not the trading strategy that it was wrong. It's you that was wrong, because in the end, the person that clicked the button was you. So don't run from the responsibility, okay? Treat your trading as a business. You need to know how much is getting in, how much is getting out, where this is getting out. Is it to pay yourself? Is it to pay the bills for the trading on the business? So lots and lots of things. If you guys want more talks about this, put your comments down and then maybe another video I can do just reflecting into trading, having a business as a trading, you know, trading as is your business. Okay, so everyone talks about that, but no one does. Not having a business on trading. I'm talking at your trading, your personal trading, you're treating as a business. You need to know how much you're making, how much you're spending, what's your revenue, what's your marginal revenue, what's your percentage of profit, what's your costs and everything. Now, it's Friday, as I mentioned, so hope everyone is having an awesome week. And hope everyone have an awesome weekend as well. But before we go to the weekend, we just have one more release for the CPI from Europe. Okay, I've mentioned that on yesterday's video, so if you haven't watched yesterday's video yet, go there now. And as you there, subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up on this video right now. Share this content with your friends, and then you're gonna be showing YouTube that you really like the content, and therefore YouTube will give your content to other people as well to watch. Now, it's going to be a very quick video, all right? The CPI year over year, not the core, the CPI, is expected, the consensus is at 2.4%, the previous is 2.4%, and the actual may come a little bit as expected or a little bit lower, okay? If you weren't in my webinar yesterday, Thursday, I've mentioned about the possibility of a downtick on the CPI. Okay, there is a possibility because even the ECB have been mentioning that already since last year. Okay, and if mentioned on the 11th of April as well on the ECB meeting. So therefore, there is a high probability of inflation getting to the consensus or a bit below. Now, the core CPI is expected to decrease 0.2%, all right? So the previous was 2.9 and the consensus is at 2.7. And the CPI month over month is expected to decrease at 0.2% as well. The previous is 0.8% and the consensus at 0.6%. Now, we will have as well the ECB Final Stability Review at 5 p.m. and we have Guindo giving us a speech from the ECB, all right? He's one of the members from the European Central Bank. And then after that, we have Canada news, but minor Canada news. Now, what do I think is happening here? So on Wednesday, we had the CPI from USA. We had a huge move on euro dollar all the way to close to 109, very, very close. I think it was 108.93, 95, something around those numbers. Can't remember the exact price. But most probably we will see a pullback, all right? As we're seeing right now, we will probably see a little bit steeper, a little bit deeper pullback. And to be very honest with everyone, this move up, this weakening on the US dollar, it's quite favorable for euro, but we can't forget that euro is not that strong as US dollar is. We need to remember that the last reading on the CPI on Wednesday was the first below reading, below the consensus, below the expectations from the last 6 months. So we all were having higher and higher inflation from the last 6 months. So half a year having higher inflation. Therefore, we need to understand that the broader picture is still yet a very inflationary scenario for the US dollar, for the USA. Therefore, the Fed will have to maintain the rates higher for longer. I tell you another thing. There is a very high chance of a cut from the ECB on next month, June. But this may not happen as Lagarde, will try to have a more data-dependent speech, okay? So either one or two. She will be more data-dependent and will be bearish, dovish for the, well, not too dovish, neutral, okay, to the euro. Or they will cut the rates and that will be very dovish for the euro. They would be the second one to cut the rates on the G10 economy because the first one was the SNB, and then Japanese Bank of Japan increased the rates to zero interest rates policy. And then we had now the ECB next month. Most probably we will have a hold, but having a neutral speech from Lagarde. Okay, so I'm most likely to see, probably we will be seeing a pullback on euro dollar for the end of the week. All right, guys, this is all from me. I hope everyone, again, have a lovely weekend. Spend your time with your family, your friends. Go for a run, go for a walk, buy you some coffee, enjoy life a little bit. And I see you on the next week. See you, everyone. Ciao, ciao.